hundreds of families are still out of their homes and hoping for the best because of two huge fires along the Highway 1 and Highway 97 corridor. Sharing these pictures of the Shetland Creek fire taken by the Sentinel-2 satellite. The images show the huge plumes of smoke being pushed north by the wind and the active fire hotspots in the Venables Valley and in the mountains west of Spences Bridge. North of that fire, people in 100 Mile are concerned after flames and smoke suddenly appeared on the horizon. That is where we find our Aaron McArthur with the latest on the BC situation. Aaron.
Yeah, Sophie, over my shoulder is the remnants of a lightning strike. One spark last night turned into a 20-hectare blaze this afternoon. And while crews have been aggressively targeting this fire, it doesn't take much to spread. And people here in the 100 Mile area know full well what's going on in the rest of the Caribou.
Lightning throughout the Caribou, causing dozens of new fire starts. A 20-hectare blaze burning within sight of 100 Mile House. A challenging day for crews trying to control fires before they spread.
Across BC, we saw over 38,000 strikes. In the Prince George Fire Centre, 30,000 of those landed there. And we also saw over 1,000 strikes in the Kamloops Fire Centre and over 2,500 strikes in the Caribou.
South in the Thompson Valley, afternoon winds lifted the thick layer of smoke. The area along Highway 1 scorched. Helicopters and ground crews continuing to work alongside the roadway. Earlier in the day, smoke hanging above Ashcroft. The Shetland Creek fire now mapped at just under 20,000 hectares. Assessments have been done in the Venables Valley. 20 structures have been lost, including 6 homes.
One concern now is that a new fire, the Finney Creek wildfire, has started up at the north end of Hat Creek Valley. So it's still at some distance from the Shetland Creek wildfire. They are building guards to protect the Hat Creek Valley, but of course keeping an eye on that fire as well, just to make sure it doesn't merge.
Near Wells, the Antler Creek fire has finally been properly mapped, covering 14,000 hectares. It's burning just 3 kilometers away from Wells in Barkerville.
Antler Creek fire is merging with a whole bunch of other fires, and there's been a lot of activity on that fire. We're talking about one big, massive fire. It's too close. It's just too close. But everything's in place, all the resources are in place, and they'll fight this thing. They'll fight it.
This blaze, when it got to 20 hectares, got its own name from BC Wildfire Service. This is now known as the Moose Valley Fire. It has air support and ground crews. We just saw crews going in, presumably to work the fire overnight. And while they seem to have the upper hand now, it does not take much, as we have seen over the course of the last few days, to really get out of control. One more note, we just drove through Williams Lake on the way here this afternoon. The evacuation alert that was in place for much of that community has been lifted as of 4 o'clock. The smoke in the Williams Lake area almost totally gone. So
some relief for the folks in Williams Lake at least. Thanks for that, Aaron.